trades I took today, payout request, and all that stuff. So today is Tuesday, February 24th. It's currently 8:25 a.m. PST. So yeah, let's get right into it. So today, no news. There's not really a lot of news this week besides Trump speaking in the afternoon and some news at the end of the week. But yeah, not a lot going on. But let's quickly go over my top step payout. So requested a $2,300 payout this morning. So pretty immediately the funds got removed from my account. So that was nice. Just waiting for all the approval. Over here on my Top Step account, I was able to make $675 on that same account. I took 2 trades, oversizing a lot, only because I was back to the $2,000 drawdown, so I wanted to either start strong or take a loss, obviously. But yeah, looking at the morning, let's just delete these real quick. Let's look at trading view. All right, so looking at the morning, so we see that this morning we sold off, swept out London low into these lows down here. So we took out London, we tapped into this huge gap right here, and kind of took some liquidity right here, reversing into longs. So that's where I was like, all right, huge reversal, quick retest to continue this sort of upwards trend right here. Right? So continuing up, taking out New York high, and probably Asia and previous New York. And so what I did was I saw that there was a small 1-minute gap. It was a large 1-minute gap. My bad. But it was right here. Right there. And I was kind of just waiting to see if price could respect this, because before it disrespected twice and then dumped down. And so we've kind of created this huge sideways consolidation to now we swept all of this sideways consolidation right here, and now we're moving up. We can see we tried again this morning, failed, but then buyers are like, nah, we're doing this. So we broke above, and that's where I took my trades on the break of that. Again, we can look at the executions. I took my trades around this area. I took them in the smaller time frame because I wanted to really see what was happening. So I took them right here. 15-second, we were in this sort of chop zone, right? Falling wedge. And I guess I could have been a little bit more patient on this first trade. Wherever it went, there it is. But I saw that we tapped into this gap right here. Tapped into the gap, bounced, tapped into the gap, bounced. And so once we tapped into it again, I was like, all right, I'm just going to take a long right here. And we're either going to come down in here, take out this low, or go lower, or we're going to bounce. And so we bounced, and I got out right there for, I don't know, $400 or something. And then once we finally broke out of this gap right here, I got in to target these highs and this high right here, which is a draw that I had marked out. So we can see I got in at 217.25, so it's kind of like right here, 226. Oh shit, this is in the way. 20. Well, that's close enough. Yeah, I got this little push right here. So those are the 2 trades I took on my PA right here on Top Step. So that gave me $675 on the day on this one. Over in TradeBait on my 3 Lucid accounts, down here at the bottom I got $394.50 on all three accounts. I took the long this morning. This is before I was trading my funded account. But yeah, I took the long this morning on the break after we swept out all that liquidity from the consolidation area. It was the long. This is on the 1 minute, so let's go look at that. So basically, we swept out Asia high. Turn this off. Yeah, we swept out Asia high. We swept out London high. And we had a reaction off of this right here. But I'm pretty sure what I did was I took the long off of this 5 minute gap right here. It's either the 5 minute or the 15 minute gap to higher. So let's say I took it right here. This is at 908-ish. This is at 860, where is it? 873. Okay. So yeah, it looks like I took it off the break of these. Right in there. It was pretty discretionary because price had reversed. It was pushing up. And so I just hopped in for the longs. There could have even been this super small 15-minute gap right here. Right there. And so yeah, that's what I did. And targeted high. We can see I got out at 902. So what is it? 873 to 902, wherever that one is. 873, 83, 93, 103. So 30-point trade. That was the first one. And then the second one was, again, the break of that 1 minute gap, the initial break of that 1 minute gap. 986 to 20. So 96, 106, 16. So it's like another 30-point trade. And I was done. Copy traded those. And those are basically the trades I took for today. Not bad. Just had to be a little bit patient and wait for my setups to play out. I do, however, want to see what the exact model is that I took this morning. I think it was like a reactionary trade. Because I'm not seeing a 5 or 15-minute setup. But regardless, those are the trades I took. I was able to make probably around $1,300 this morning across all 4 accounts. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to try to be posting a lot more for building the account, try to be more clear and descriptive on what I'm doing here, how I build my accounts, how I take my trades, how I look at the market, and so forth. And yeah, it looks like I took the inverse of the 15-minute right there. You can see this 15-minute right here, took the inverse. The gap isn't, this candle isn't the biggest, but it was enough to let me know what was happening in the market. And yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video there. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Drop a like, leave a sub, and yeah, catch you in the next one.